Why is this article? What's going on?
Intro.
Today, I want to take everyone into space, but before that,
already there.
I need to do my job of saying, you know, reminder that you didn't get an ad at the start of this because these videos are supported by everyone over on our Patreon. If you could help us out, that would be great. Be lovely.
Showing us up by being the ad boy.
There we go. I'm always the shill man. Now it's time to take everyone into space, I guess. Then Nisha's already there.
Yeah.
Brad is in panic mode. Quick, take me to space. Quick, do it. Ah! There we go. He's in space now. But just like Brad's floating head, there are other things that float in space, known as planets. So we, our solar system, we have like smaller, more rocky planets closer to the sun. Now, like the bigger planets are like further away. Whereas there is also these things called hot Jupiters, which are like Jupiters that are like giant-sized gas planets, but they're super close to their suns. And it says here on space.com, these worlds have been described as planetary daredevils because they orbit so close to their parent stars that they risk being consumed. To the point where often one side is locked towards the star. So one side is like this super hot molten side, and the other side is just like permanently locked facing the star, never gets to see the light.
So it's
like
that
the
side's
Shadowlands.
like freezing and dark, and the other side's hot and light.
I doubt it would be freezing.
Oh, maybe not.
I still think the whole planet would be scorching hot, but like definitely colder.
So what are these gas giants made of?
Gas.
Gas?
Well, I don't know too much about the mechanics of the planets themselves, because I want to take you to a specific hot Jupiter planet.
Oh, I see. So you're setting us up. Well,
I'm setting you up. I'm giving the background first. This is the nightmare world of HD 189733b.
What a catchy name.
It is great.
I'm gonna remember that.
To the human eye, this far-off planet looks bright blue, but any space traveler confusing it with the friendly skies of Earth would be badly mistaken. The weather on this world is deadly. Its winds blow up to 5,400 miles an hour, 2 kilometers a second, at 7 times the speed of sound, whipping all would-be travelers in a sickening spiral around the planet.
Oh my God.
And getting caught in the rain on this planet is more than an inconvenience, it's death by 1,000 cuts. This scorching alien world possibly rains glass sideways in its howling winds.
Oh God, that sounds awful.
So
let's go.
So if you don't get killed by the fact that you're being like cast around the planet at like 2 kilometers a second,
at Mach 7, yeah,
then the shards of glass that are going with you will do the trick.
Bloody hell.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Let's go, guys.
Fucking terrifying.
Let's go on holiday.
Why hasn't this got a cooler name?
I don't know. Why is this not like Planet Glass Death or something like that?
Planet Glass Death.
Hurripain.
Hurripain. You know what? That sounds like the sci-fi movie that they made about this planet.
Because obviously hurricane, pain because it hurts, but also pain of glass.
Window pane, like window pane.
as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, we are. I've named it NASA.
Also wind.
Other planets obviously have hostile environments, but I have never heard of a more hostile environment than just being whipped around a planet which is surrounded by glass shards.
Just being rained on sideways by glass shards as you bullet round a planet.
I think, like, you could just simulate that. You strap somebody to a chair, like that Jackass skit where they strap people to a chair next to a jet engine, but someone's throwing glass into the engine.
Because they do that thing, don't they? Where, I'll get my shoe and like toss my shoe into the jet engine like stream. They just like, it's a window pane. Ah!
Now I'm imagining when I went to an indoor skydiving centre in America. I'm just imagining being like skydiving and then they throw glass in and it's like...
You have to dodge
Is
the
that
glass.
is that our new tourist experience that we're going to build? Just
What,
experience,
glass?
experience the world of Hurripain.
There's those places that do the hurricane simulation.
I've
things
been
where
in-
you could yeah, just that, but with glass.
But we just throw glass inside there.
Ooh.
And as well, also presumably make it like a scorching hot.
Oh yeah, you just burn.
So you're
So
burning
burn as
alive
well.
while this is happening.
Sounds
I also assume that there's no air.
paradise.
I'm just gonna put it out there that the air is clearly not going to be breathable on this planet. What the,
Yeah, I was
the
going to
bit
say
of
that
the
there
air
is
that
an
isn't
atmosphere,
glass.
but
Yeah.
I presume the atmosphere is not safe for human consumption. But like, yeah,
Can you call
The,
it rain if it's going around the planet?
yeah, because like it says here that the planetary atmosphere is like a lot larger than they previously thought, and it's so large that the atmosphere is being like consumed by the star at a rate of about 220 million pounds to 1.3 billion pounds per second. So like this sun is just tearing this planet away at like a ridiculous rate.
God.
So you just added to that at some point now you just might get pulled off the planet by the sun.
You may also
That sounds
to
like
finish
that's a
you off.
mercy. That is a like, by that point I'm like, just take me,
yeah, just
take me, fireball.
end this pain. End this
Like
horror pain.
I imagine that you would die within seconds on this
Yeah.
planet.
No doubt.
If you even made it
No
to the
doubt
planet
about it.
itself, because it's that close to the fucking sun. If you could somehow get, like, just, you know, someone fucks you up and just teleports you, like, clicks your fingers, teleports you over to this planet, you'd be dead within seconds.
Instant transmission.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Like, instant transmission gone wrong, the episode where Goku went to that planet.
This is not Namek.
There's always those debates like Goku versus Superman. Now it's Goku versus
Or is that
Kill
where,
horror
like,
pain.
is this where Vegeta does his training at, like, Super Saiyan Blue level? Like, that's where he has to go. It's got to be something so treacherous. Like,
Yeah.
just he's got to embrace the glass rain.
Well, I've
can see
decided
it.
that I don't want to be in space anymore.
Just rip my wall down. I wonder if I can see it. Can I see it? Is it right here? Horror pain.
Don't put your finger too close; it might
Well,
get
it's,
sheared
um,
off.
It's
There's no
I
finger
think
left.
It's like 63 light years away from us, so wherever 63 light years away from us on that galactic map is.
I'm not great with like that sort of like,
Galactic
time scale
map.
and distance.
It's clearly an accurate map.
I wonder if there's someone's actually done a study on what the most dangerous planet is. Like, is it that one, or is there something worse? What would be worse? Here we go. Here's a hypothetical. What is worse than a planet that is whipping you and glass around it at like faster than the speed of sound, whilst
7
also
times the speed of sound.
yeah, whilst also being melted by the sun, probably pulled into the sun as well, where you presumably can't breathe. I mean, you won't be able to breathe anyway if the wind's
No.
flying at you that fast.
That's true. Like, even just
I don't know why I'm fixated
wind
on
speeds
breathing.
of that. Yeah, wind speeds on Earth at that level would probably choke you out. I would say that something that's not deadlier but worse is a less deadly planet.
Well, so what
So it
way?
like
that makes
prolongs
sense.
your pain sort of thing.
Oh yeah,
something
because this
that's
is
like-
instant death.
Oh yeah, because you're fucked in this part. What if it was like Earth, but there's just a tiny little bit of sideways rain glass?
Just
And
one
it's like-
one bit, but you can never find it. It just goes around the planet until it hits you.
I'd hate it if like it was like Earth, so you've got all buildings, mountain ranges and all that, but it was really windy, so you'd get blown into all these obstacles. But you know, not hard enough to die, but you just have to like prolong this pain of
It
just
sounds like one of those
smashing into
physics-based
things.
games, just flopping all over the side of buildings.
That'd be
That's
horrible.
definitely the thing. So I probably, if someone said to me, "Oh, either you go to this, you know, Hurripain planet, or just every time you go to the beach, every little tiny grain of sand will cut you a little bit," I'd probably just choose the insta-death.
Oh yeah, what planet would be just mildly uncomfortable?
Because that's the one you don't want, isn't it? The one that's hurting you a little bit constantly for the rest of your life.
You know when
Yeah.
you've been cooking, but you haven't opened the window and the kitchen's very like steamy and sort of damp. They're like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Humid.
Like humid.
Yeah, just a planet that's just all humid.
That's called Florida.
And I've been there.
I'm trying to think, like, what would be mildly uncomfortable? Like, to the point where you would want to, you'd rather be on Hurripain.
I think, yeah, well, again with breathing,
Just
you weren't getting enough oxygen, like you were constantly like suffering, trying to just get some air.
just
get
trying
enough.
to struggle for your breath.
That sounds horrible. Or, actually, because I have nightmares about this, where I can't move. So imagining like a planet with like really high gravity.
Well, I was going to suggest high gravity.
High gravity. I always forget where. So
then
you
we
can't
just get
move.
stronger.
You're like.
Yeah, I was going to suggest a planet
Then
where
we start
gravity,
doing push-ups and become Super Saiyans. It's fine.
a planet where gravity slightly fluctuates over the course of the day, but it's in an unpredictable way.
But it's like, to what extent are we talking? Like, oh, we go.
No. I don't mean like it goes to an extreme
2-3
way.
times gravity.
Your bones just get crushed.
No. I'm thinking like, do we double gravity and then go like half? Is that what you're thinking?
No, I'm
Like,
thinking it fluctuates in
between that?
little bits. So like when you're walking up the stairs, suddenly it's just a little bit harder to do. And it just annoys you because, like, or maybe you're like trying to throw something into the bin from across the room, and then suddenly gravity gets harsher and it just falls to the floor. It's like I'm minor inconvenient. I don't know whether this is worse. This isn't
you'd be
worse
so
than
strong.
being pelted by glass. Is it?
I imagine like walking up the stairs with like higher gravity, just like get really thick ass.
That's true. That'd be like just quick.
thighs.
Gravity's gone worse. Like get some workouts done. Yeah.
Yep.
What if
Workout
like
time.
an entire planet where the surface is like walking around in fresh piles of snow? You know that horrible sensation when you or like when like it's really soft sand. When you're trying to walk, but you have to really be really careful about moving because your feet slide everywhere. Just that.
So you choose insta death over being like a little bit put out by some snow.
If it was ice, so you have to be careful so you're not falling over all the time.
I
then
guess
yeah,
you'd get
maybe.
used to that,
I hate
wouldn't you?
ice.
Because you get used to the sliding.
You just wear ice skates everywhere, wouldn't you?
See, I was thinking to myself, it's not physically something there that you can remove or whatever, but every time you step, even when you've got shoes on, they're like inside your shoes, just one little Lego brick.
Yeah, the floor is Lego.
But the floor can't be Lego because stepping on lots of Lego surely isn't that
Okay,
painful.
it's bits of Lego every so often.
I'm just thinking there's like some like magical Lego brick that appears just under your foot the moment you're about to make contact with the floor, and you can't do anything about it.
You can't avoid it, yeah.
You just never walk. This is now the objective for this episode. We have to find the mild inconvenience where we would rather be on Hurripain. Because what we're doing now is we're debating. We're discussing like, well, but we could just do this. We could just do that.
The classic would be there's a bee always just next to your ear.
But you'd get used to it. Like that's what's saying about all these things. Like if the floor was ice, you would just get used to moving on ice. If you had a Lego brick that appeared in your foot, then you would just grow up. You would eventually get a callus to the Lego brick. You would be used to it. What's something that you would never get used to? That's why I was saying like fluctuating gravity is one where you can't get used to it because
More
it keeps
unexpected.
changing. Yeah, so something like that.
I guess with mine where I mentioned high gravity where you can't move, it's that high you usually cannot move. It's like you can't do anything, so you might as well just die.
Once a day, a little needle pokes you in the eye from nowhere.
Oh.
From nowhere. Yeah, but then that's like say one needle. I would rather be on the planet with thousands of glass needles flying at my eyes.
Yeah, but if you were guaranteed once a day to get like say like a tiny little sewing needle just stabbed in your eye like and you'd never know when it was coming, and even glasses won't help you. It comes in like, from the side here.
But would you rather be pelted by...
I might rather die than have that happen to me every single day of my life for the rest of my life. But again, I'm saying this as someone that doesn't regularly have needles stabbed into their eyes. So you might, again, just kind of get used to it.
Yeah, it's like everything I can think of you would just get used to. Like a planet where all the food tastes like poo. But you would eventually just get used to the taste of poo. I mean, I'm guessing the comment section is now filling up with people suggesting ideas. Maybe
I'm guessing so.
We should go through and we should like challenge all of them. Let's make it like a little discussion.
Maybe we can do like a little mini follow-up to this of give us your best shot of something that's just inconvenient or like just mildly painful enough that you'd rather pick Hurripain. And then we can do like a mini follow-up episode at some point of we all go through the comments and decide which one's the best answer.
Yeah, because like, well, obviously there might be a few competing ones where everyone's like, yeah, I would definitely pick Hurripain. But which one is the least is the idea. Like, what's the least
which
annoying?
is the one that leads to like the perfect balance of like some people would pick it and some people wouldn't. So let us know, comments. Let us know.